the stories going round all over town.
Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today I have a book review for you, and it's a book that I gifted to myself for my 40th this summer. And it's such a beautiful book, not only to look at, but it's also very informative. It's called The Scentual Garden, Exploring the World of Botanical Fragrance. It's by Ken Druse, and the botanical photographs are by Ellen Hoverkamp. The cover of the book actually is a great description of what's inside the book. So the photograph is a beautiful display of floral or plants, anything that's scented, kind of arranged in a cluster on a black background. Not all the time, but most of the times. And I think this is what makes this book quite unique, as you will see. So let's look into the contents. And we have The Invisible Garden, Why Plants Smell, How We Smell, Capturing Scent, an Encyclopedia of Fragrant Plants, and Scent in the Landscape. So basically, this book would be great for someone who is a keen gardener, for someone who wants to seek inspiration for botanical or floral art, paintings, could be abstract, could be more realistic watercolors, and someone who generally wants to learn about scent and fragrance that comes from the plants and the flowers. So as you can see, there is loads and loads of information. For me personally, I have used some of the information from this book for my garden as well, because I do like to have scented flowers and plants in my garden. I find that it's so beautiful to sit in the garden and with a bit of breeze catch that beautiful aroma. I kind of use some of the inspiration from this book, and that's what it is designed for, as well as also looking at plants and flowers from a perspective of an artist. So to seek some inspiration for color palettes, for arrangement. Having it on a black background really isolates everything and makes it crisp. I like the white background, but sometimes you get shadows and things like that. Here is just the plant and you get the black background. So it's super, super crisp. There is no distraction. You're just looking at the flowers, and it's kind of like a dramatic way of representing flowers. So it goes on and on and on about all different fragrances, and that's basically the idea of this book. The photographs are beautiful. Both are done by award-winning photographers in that field, and I will tell you a little bit about the author and the photographer. There is a mix of photography from both the author and the lady who's done. I think the garden photos are by the author and these arrangements are by the photographer. So we will look into that in a second. But yeah, I just love how beautifully arranged these flowers and plants are. Even on smaller photographs, you can take some inspiration. And in fact, you remember when I had, a few summers ago, I had this series, which was actually very, very well received, where I was drawing and painting these clusters. Let me just find it quickly. So it's this series here, July 2020, where I was creating these sort of clusters. I would take a flower and then just kind of elongate certain lines. And that is very much reminding me of the way that the botanical clusters are arranged in this book. This book, by the way, came out in 2019, so it's only a couple of years old. It's not that old. Like I said, I wasn't aware of it until this summer, and that's when I just got it. So here you can see the resemblance, sort of putting some sort of like a main cluster in one corner and then just elongating things. So they aren't all presented like that. As you can see, usually it's just cut off plants. How beautiful is that? So you can take inspiration from that. You don't need to do exact, you know, copy of everything here. You can just maybe take freesia and other plants and just weave it through and create some beautiful presentations. And then I think this is the cover, isn't it? Yeah, that's the cover. So yeah, super beautiful. Love the way the plants have been put together. It's obviously thinking not only about the scent, it's thinking about being also very presentable as a color palette. So if you wanted to plant this in your garden, these plants in a close proximity would look beautiful, and that's how you could arrange it and plant it in the garden for the purpose of beauty and scent. And it kind of ticks all the boxes for me personally. I think it's really pretty. There is a lot more. I'm just gonna skip through some of them. Look at this beautiful photograph. There's light shining onto this main big flower and the leaf, and then things going slightly more into the background. It's beautiful. Gorgeous roses. So, for example, I would go back to this book when I'm picking my roses next year. I want to plant 1 or 2 more roses in my garden, but I just want to make sure that they're going to be the right type, because when you go to the garden shop, there are so many roses, and very often they don't end up looking like what is on the pictures. So you need to know what you're buying it by the name, by the species. And I'm going to be super prepared next year, because I have already one very beautiful peach colored rose. This year it hasn't done very well, so I started kind of feeding it, and I hope it will go back to its usual self next year. But it's such a beautifully scented rose, very kind of, I mean, generally roses smell beautiful, but this one has a touch of kind of like an apricot or a peach scent in there, which is just really gorgeous. And I want to plant a pinker, slightly more like bright pink rose in my garden that is also beautifully scented. So let's talk about Ken Druse. So he is an award-winning author and photographer and lecturer, and he has been called the guru of natural gardening by the New York Times. And then we also have Ellen Hoverkamp, who's the photographer and also lecturer. Oh, here we go. So she has been using a flatbed scanner as a camera since 1997. So this is how she achieved those photographs here. So she would lay these arrangements on the scanner and take basically a scan. And I guess this is how she achieved that look, which is really stunning. Her work in Natural Companions, which she also worked as a collaboration with Ken Druse, and it says here it won the gold medal for photography from the Garden Communicators International, and her photography has been widely exhibited. So there you go. Beautiful book. It's already, actually I had to go downstairs to get it from the coffee table, and it looks very nice as a presentation, and kind of, you know, once in a while to look into it and enjoy the photography as well as gardening tips and what kind of flowers to go for a scented garden. Thank you for watching. I will leave the link down below for your convenience if you wanted to check it out. It's an affiliate link. And that is it for today. I'll see you next time.